Guys, this is Nate from RunDreamAchieve.com. Hope you guys are having a great week of training. Today's video, I just want to talk on the new RunDreamAchieve.com 10-mile training plans that I've created. And I know a lot of athletes have this particular event in their sights for 2021 and beyond. The 10-mile distance is without question my favorite distance, so I really enjoyed creating these plans. The plans themselves are 16 weeks in length. And again, we focus on 4 specific areas in terms of your preparation for following these plans. We focus on building the aerobic base, but do it strategically, where we're focusing more on first running easy base mileage, sprinkled in with some very light workouts, but nothing very difficult. But we want to get, again, the end result is to be able to sustain pace, goal race pace, for the entire 10-mile distance, and to do it successfully and get you across the finish line in that particular time that you're going for, whether that's a sub 60 minute mile or 10-mile time, or 55 minutes or 90 minutes for the 10-mile distance. Next phase we go into is the anaerobic phase, where we start introducing moderately hard speed track sessions and road sessions, where again we're focusing on getting you accustomed to not only running at your goal race pace, but training at paces that are much faster than your goal race pace. Again, that's the key thing, is to again get your body trained and adapted to burning fat at race pace and conserving that carbohydrate that you need in the latter stages of your race. So a big reason why a lot of athletes can't sustain that pace long for the entire duration of their chosen event, in this particular case the 10-mile distance, is because they have not trained sufficiently at or far below their goal race pace. So the top 4 things we focus on with the Run Dream Achieve 10-miler training plans is building the aerobic base, introducing the track sessions and anaerobic systems of the body, start training those systems of the body. Then we move into the speed specific phase, where we really draw down on your raw speed, focusing on paces that are drastically faster than goal race pace. And again, the focus on with the 10-miler training plans is periodization, focusing on training at paces that are much slower at first than goal race pace, and then we start moving at paces that are more geared toward goal race pace. Then we train at paces much faster than race pace, and then we focus on the last phase of the training plans, which is the taper phase, where we focus on a 10-day taper rather than 3 weeks. And again, this may be a little bit different than what you've tried in the past. Most athletes do or have heard about a 3-week taper phase. The training plans that I've created are built around a 10-day phase, and a 10-day taper phase. The reason why it is because I've tried over the years the 3-week taper myself, and I always felt lethargic and fatigued and kind of worn out when I tried that. But I've set personal best of 50:54 for 10 miles, 107:06 for the half, 144:05 for 20 miles, 219:35 for the marathon, doing a 10-day taper. And again, the reason why that I've done that, introduced that, and put that into the 10-miler training plans is because you start dropping your intensity and your volume 10 days out rather than 21 days out, and it's going to leave you feeling more energized. I guarantee you'll feel much more stronger, more confident, and more energized doing a 10-day taper rather than a 3-week taper. And the training plans also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm not interested in your money, period. If it's something that you're interested in, you're obviously free to check the training plans out. I'll leave the link below this video. Obviously, at the end of the day, I want to get you guys and gals results first. But the key thing is, obviously, with the 10-mile distance, it is more of an aerobic base, more of an aerobic event, but you definitely need the speed and strength and stamina to be able to race over 10 miles. It's without question my favorite event. I ended up, like I said, ultimately running 50:54 for the distance, and I know that it does involve a lot of speed workouts. You need to get well accustomed to training at paces much faster than your goal race pace, whether that's 80 minutes for the 10 mile or under 60 minutes for the 10-mile distance. The training programs max out at around 53 miles per week. So it's not, it's not about high mileage with trying to prepare and race fast over the 10-mile distance. You want to focus on quality over quantity. So that's kind of really where we focus in on with the Run Dream Achieve 10-mile training plans. And the 10-mile training plans that I built too are the workouts you'll be doing are the same types of workouts that I focused on over the years when I was training for up to the mile all the way up to the marathon distance, and especially for, in this particular case, the 10-mile distance. I've had great experiences over the years racing at 10 miles. Had a lot of learning experiences. I ran 51:29. I remember the 2007 Cherry Blossom 10-miler. Highly competitive race. If you ever get to compete in that race, definitely go for it. I think I finished around 24th or 26th place with that 51:29, and the winner ran like 46 minutes and 50 seconds. I mean, it was crazy fast. So I know what the 10-mile distance is like, and what you need to be doing in order to run well and to meet your race goal, whatever that is. A big mistake a lot of athletes make for this particular distance is they're going out far too fast in the early stages of the race. You're not going to win a 10-mile race in the first 5 miles of the race. You still got to focus on that second half. So again, your goals might just be to start and finish a 10-mile race. If that's the case, the RunDreamAchieve.com 10-miler training plans are going to be a great fit for you. Obviously, if it's a specific goal time you're trying to go after, there are plans from 90 minutes all the way down to under 60 minutes for the 10-mile distance on the website. And obviously there's a lot of free content on RunDreamAchieve.com as well as here on the videos. A lot of the things that I share here I think will really help you run well over the 10-mile distance. But in terms of the 10-mile training plans, again, they're 16 weeks in length. So again, plenty of time. 4 months is plenty of time for you to train and prepare well for a 10-mile distance. Obviously, there are training plans out there that you can get for 4 weeks or 8 weeks. Again, what I want you guys to keep in mind too is not to be in a rush to train well for a 10-mile distance. You want to think long term. You don't want to be in a rush. You want to build that strong aerobic base first, then start focusing on faster paces, and then at paces that are obviously far greater than you're going to be able to sustain for a 10-mile race. So again, the best middle to long distance runners make it look easy for a reason. They train at paces that are drastically faster than their goal race pace. And that's the reason why, and again, they've also built up, they've trained at paces that are far greater than their race pace, but they've been able to train at very high levels of lactic acid buildup in their bloodstream for long periods of time. And that over time is the reason why these athletes are making it look so easy. Now, obviously, they've focused on the other aspects of successful 10-mile race distance competitions. Is they've also focused on jogging on recovery days. They focus very heavily on whether it be physical therapy or any type or strength training, recovery, massage therapy. They focus on the recovery during their off hours when they're not training on the tracks or not training on the roads. And I know this because that's exactly what I was focusing on when I was trying to run under my goal race pace for 10 miles. When I was in college, it was trying to break 55 minutes. When I was running professionally, I was trying to run under 50 minutes for the 10-mile distance. So again, I never quite got to that, but I did get to a point where when I ran 107.06 for the half marathon, I hit the 10-mile point in 50:54 in Philadelphia. And I had 3 miles to race. So again, the types of workouts you're going to be doing are the same exact types of workouts I was doing over the years to prepare for the 10-mile distance. We focus on mile repeats. We focus on 2-mile repeats, longer paced, longer duration tempo runs, alternating 1 week of faster long runs followed by the next week by a relaxed, easy recovery long run. So again, you're not just focusing on long, slow, easy mileage. The goal isn't to make you a long, slow, easy distance runner. I mean, obviously you can do that, and that's still a great goal too in and of itself. But if it's a specific time that you guys are going for, then you have to get accustomed to training at paces that are far greater than that particular race pace. If you have any questions in regards to the 10-mile training plans, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll definitely answer. And if there's anything else that you guys need me to, any other topics that you want me to make a video about, or anything that's on your mind, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll definitely reach out to you guys. I know how difficult it is to, especially if you're most of the time you're training alone and you don't have anyone to really help you do those types of hard track workouts. I've been there too. I know what it's like, and at the end of the day, it comes down to what are your short-term goals, what are your long-term goals, and how badly do you want success. What's great about the Run, Dream, Achieve 10-mile training plans too is the fact that you have a plan in place. You know what you need to be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and how to set up that critical taper phase where we move into those last 3 weeks, but especially the last 10 days of this training plan to get you set up for success. So feel free to leave me a comment if you have any other questions or concerns, and I'll talk to you guys all in the next video.